Hey, it's Kim here and welcome back on board the Titanic Adventure Out of Time. I've done a little bit of reading, nothing spoilerish, about the game, and I'm sort of really excited, more than I was last week, because I found out this game actually has multiple endings and that the way you interact with the passengers on board the Titanic can actually influence whether you can complete certain tasks or not. So now that I know I can screw everything up, let's go. Oh, nice. So it loads us up exactly where we were, and I kind of want to talk game plan, I guess, a little bit as I wander the ship aimlessly, but I feel like each of these videos I want to have at least a semblance of an idea that I want to achieve, a goal that I can then directly ignore later on when I get distracted. So game plan for this one. Goal 1 is that we will suss out the Cafe Parisien and talk to Zeitel, and then goal 2, I guess if we get a chance for it, is to talk to the guy in the wireless room if we can get into it. So we shall see how we go. So first we've got to find the cafe, which is there. And we're going to talk to this elegant lady first with the super fancy hat. And
but
I don't know.
It's Daisy Cashmore.
Hi,
Surely
Daisy.
you remember. Oh, you a naughty thing.
Oh, don't call me
think
that.
I didn't know you snuck on at Cherbourg. Smethels told me all about it. The old boy's always dripping with news. Heard about Lord and Lady Lambeth. Ruined utterly. Scarcely enough left for appearances, I'm told. I always liked Georgia. Married Charles for his name and his fortune, sensible girl. But she's made her nest. Now she must live in it.
I guess
Well,
so. Please, tell me more.
what do we think? Gorgeous, isn't it? Everyone's raving, gushing. The Titanic couldn't be more fabulous.
It was
And the
actually the
sailing
height of
couldn't have been
luxury
more
at the time as
convenient.
well.
Everyone's
Particularly
here.
first class.
The Astors, the George Wideners, the Countess of Roths, such a wonderful girl. The Strausses, I saw them on D-deck tonight. The Ryersons, the Henry Harpers. I could just go on and on. And the ship's so very advanced. I was just saying to my dear friends, the Carters, they're bringing back a motor car, do you believe, in the cargo hold. Bill Carter checks
Rose
it
and Jack
daily.
find that.
Really, every day. He
Oh.
keeps the keys with the purser.
More
And of
notes.
course they let them. The Carters are fantastically rich. Lucille doesn't understand the attraction at all. With men and machines, I tell her, we girls play second fiddle. Well,
Please, continue.
My
She's
dear,
such a
as a
gossip, but I
little
feel like
favor,
I'm getting information.
tiny one.
Tiny? With pleasure?
Tonight at dinner, a man I don't know was making eyes at me.
Ooh.
Be an absolute darling and find out who he is.
Oh, do I care?
Look him up in the passenger list. All I know are his initials, GQC. The list's someplace. Find it. I'll wait right here. Ta!
Okay, got my notes. Now we've got something to do for her. B-deck cabins? Oh gosh. Who are these people? They look dead already. Oh god, he moved. Don't do that again. Cafe Parisien, here we go. Some nice piano going on while we're here. So Zeitel and Heidelitz, I think his protege was, are in here somewhere. I'm guessing it was this. Hello. He just needs the hat and he'll look like the guy
I believe
from
it is not correct form to speak to those who have not been introduced.
The
Good
Jungle
night.
in Jumanji. He doesn't want to talk to us because we haven't been introduced. Alright, well, I guess we go for our next goal, because I think that's all the sussing we could do there, and head back and try and get to the wireless room, which was up on the boat deck. On a side of the boat deck. These people standing around creep me out. Okay, wireless room. Oh, so cool, like looking out over there. Wait, what's the time? 9:45. We're gonna have fun reading the clocks. It just reminds me of when my parents taught me to read time, the TikTok biscuits that you can get. I wasn't allowed to eat them unless I could read time on it.
This section's off limits. Passengers
sorry.
aren't allowed on the bridge. Officer Morrow's in no mood to accommodate passengers right now. He's misplaced his binoculars, and he's in a right proper state about it. Off with you now.
Okie dokie. Binoculars, maybe? I'll try the other side as well. We're just taking all the notes. I'm trying not to click my pen today. It's very hard for me. Can we get across there? I can't believe how much we can walk on Titanic. It is so unbelievably cool.
Come here.
Hello? Were you talking to me?
Don't you love the sea air?
No. Oh my
Really
god.
clears out the sinus. Max Seidelman, Philadelphia, PA. Buyer for Haymaker's department store. The Sharpie of Spruce Street, they call me. You a sporting type?
Really?
You look like the sporting type. Come on
Yeah,
down to the
totally
smoking room
punched
for
a
a
bag
nightcap.
before.
Riviera's looking for someone to play a few hands of blackjack with. What do you say? Not much else to do. Not tonight. Brr. Cold as a cast iron commode. So, what do you say?
The game has stopped working. That's what I'm going to say about that. I'm going to say, that's how I feel about poker. Alright, so this is attempt number 3 to get this game going. So I already know I don't want to play poker with
some
this
other
dude.
time maybe.
So I'm just saying no. And then I'm going to continue with my little plan to try and sneak up on the wireless room. Was that a door there? We're going to try and sneak him. Oh, is that the captain? Hello?
Good evening. Third Officer Morrow here.
Oh, he's
I
the
am
dude I need to
sorry,
get
but
past.
this is the officers' promenade. No passengers allowed.
Care for a drink? Your watch tonight. The sea appears calm.
Yes,
Be
though the
conversational?
only thing to watch is the wireless room. They just keep bringing up more messages. Wireless telegraphy is all the rage these days.
Fun. The wireless is quite a joy. I'd like to see it work
Not
sometime.
tonight, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I've got an uneasy feeling. Something seems wrong.
may I visit the
Not
wireless
tonight,
room?
I'm afraid.
No,
I've got
let
an
me in.
uneasy feeling. Something seems wrong.
Sorry to disturb. Be care for a drink.
Drink? I don't.
Oh.
And don't care for those who do.
Oh, we're really not
Excuse
getting
me,
in.
would you? I must return to my watch. Good night.
Good night, Third Officer Morrow. Don't mind me just... No.
Sorry, no passengers on the bridge. Didn't you hear me?
Rats.
No passengers. That means you.
Try
Yes.
again.
Very calm.
It's clear night but dark. Are you concerned about the weather? Is there ice this far south?
We've received some ice reports. Shouldn't be a problem, though. Not on the Titanic.
Sure. Alright.
Good night.
Okay, so we know he's got binoculars somewhere. I guess we go talk to people to see if we can find binoculars or something. I guess we'll just wander around. We know that dude's playing some poker. We've got to possibly find a passenger list. And also we got told about... Hello.
Hello.
I was surprised to see
Don't
you.
think we've met. I'm Leyland Sachem Trask, metaphysical scribe and evangelist for the supernatural.
That's
I've been in
fun.
London attending a conference on premonitions among the sensitive.
What is a sensitive?
Sensitives or psychics possess increased powers of perception. A gifted psychic can take a personal effect from a complete stranger and tell you all about them.
Interesting. I would like you to do a reading of something. I've got a necklace. Would you do a reading of this necklace?
These, my friend, will surprise you. Mark my words. This is a ship of destiny, which I think you know.
Scary. Okay,
Good
goodbye.
night.
And where do we want to go? I'm going to have a look at my map and have a think. I guess maybe I should go to the purser's office and get the car key that Gossip Lady talked about. There we go. Oh,
Only
my
I'm
gosh.
allowed to access the cargo manifest. What do you want?
I require
Perhaps.
assistance.
As purser, I'm in charge of the Titanic's passengers.
May I check the passenger list?
Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number.
Eric Burns. More names. George Mr. Conkling. Gosh, there's a lot of people. What were his initials? G. QC.
Let me check. Mr. George Quincy Clifford, A27.
Cool. What about shuffleboard? May I check the cargo manifest?
Certainly not. The manifest is the purser's. Only I look at the manifest.
Okie dokie. Thanks for
I
your
live
help.
to serve.
Good night.
Very good then. Good night.
That looks like he's got the keys over his head. So I guess we'll go back upstairs and talk to Lady Gossip. Because I guess we've got initials now. Oh wait, what floor was that? That was second floor. Hello? I found your initials. Don't know what that helps me with trying to get into any room. Yes.
Clifford. Clifford. Never heard of him. You don't suppose he's rich, do you?
Oh god, could be filthy.
You're an angel. And I've news for you, too.
Oh, nice.
While you were gone, Andrew Conkling's been asking for you. Yes, Conkling, the steel baron. God knows what he's been doing in Europe. Buying it, probably. Where was I? Oh, yes. Andrew Conkling asked me to pass along this. You know his wife Beatrix, the designer. Such an eye! Her clothes preserve the bust line. Couldn't be more flattering. Keeps the eye moving. Much nicer than Worth's. You know his wife Beatrix, the designer. They're friends with
Is it
Captain
really?
Smith. Smith! So handsome, so dashing. White Star's best officer. Or was. He's retiring after this voyage. Couldn't be more tragic. My dear, you've blanched. Bad news? Certainly, certainly, I must... It's Mrs. Burbank! Consuelo!
Gosh, she's almost unbearable. What is happening? Is the ship already sinking? Goodness. What happened now? It's still 10:15. That's okay. I almost panicked. I was like, oh my god, I haven't done anything. And the ship is on its way. There's Georgia again. Guess we'll speak to her.
I knew you'd come.
Did you?
Charles received a telegram from the solicitors. Our estate's to be sold off. He asked about the necklace I gave you. I told him I left it with a purser. Don't say anything to him or Sasha. Not him and his group of... Oh, there's much more to tell you. Can you meet me in my stateroom? I'm in B7. It's Charles' custom to go for a drink in the smoking room. When he does, visit me.
Okie dokie. Gosh. It's all very sneaky, isn't it? Clandestine. Going upstairs. Jupiter deck. Will you let me in yet?
What now?
Sorry, should have
Yes,
served you.
yes. This is the officers' promenade. Good night.
Oh. How to get past him? Who knows? I guess I'll just go to this Scotland Road place and talk to this. Ooh, scary. What is he? Steel buyer. This is so scary. It looks just like the movie. Hello? Oh, there's a person. Hello.
Hello, I'm Conkling. Good
Hi,
of you to
Conkling.
come. I trust you're finding the accommodation satisfactory?
They are great.
You're welcome. White Star's anxious for everyone to be as comfortable as possible, particularly on the maiden voyage. Sorry to seem mysterious. You must understand someone in my position, an investor in this ship, needs discretion.
Sure.
You're under no obligation, of course. I have a slight problem. You may be able to help. A servant has stolen an important business document from me, and I must recover it. A few years ago, my wife Beatrix hired a young Irish girl as maid in our London house. We treated her well. 2 weeks ago, she up and left without notice, taking a certain letter with her. I'd given
she
up
was a
all hope
spy.
of recovering it. Until my wife spotted her this morning on the third-class promenade. Needless to say, I checked with the purser. She'd been scheduled to sail on the Philadelphia, but those passengers were transferred on board the Titanic because of a coal strike. I'd prefer to employ the services of a third party. You.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you could say so.
All right.
Government officials, friends of mine, told me a bureau agent was on board. I found you through Mrs. Cashmore.
Jeez,
A
everyone knows me,
preposterous
don't
woman.
they?
But she does have an eye for accomplishment. Look, will you help me? You will be rewarded handsomely.
Nice.
Her name is Shayla Hacker. She's 20 or thereabouts. I was her benefactor, one might say.
That's a weird way to say it.
Confidential business matters. Conkling Steel provides steel for ships. This ship, for example. If the contents of the letter were publicized, our competitors would profit greatly. I've gotten word to her to meet on the poop deck. Go in my place. Tell her there'll be no trouble if she returns the letter. Afterwards, report to me in our suite, B59. Her name is Shayla Hacker. Good night.
Goodness, we're getting lots and lots to do. And the ship keeps moving! Stop! I haven't got into the wireless room. I feel like I'm doing not what I'm meant to be doing. Maybe I should get a clue from Smethles. Alright, I'll go to the person. Oh!
Say, what's your step?
Are you hurt, Henry?
No harm done. No harm.
I'm
Who are
so
these
sorry.
people
Drop
now?
my toe.
We're the Goss Joneses from Haltwhistle, you know. How are you finding the crossing?
I've been very
You're
busy
English
so far.
then. I would have thought American. Oh my. I didn't mean to insult.
Can't hold a thought.
Dreadfully large place, America.
Brain like a sieve.
All that space and all those immigrants trying to fill it up. I was just commenting to Henry, on a White Star crossing one meets all the right people. While we were just chatting with a delightful elderly couple in the reception, the Strausses.
Own a small dry goods store in New York somewhere. Called Macy's.
Wait,
On
like
a
Macy's
D-Deck.
Parade?
Ribena, must you always finish my sentences? You're as jumpy as that American chap, that photographer.
Yes, he was just snapping away.
Taking
Wow.
pictures of some German colonel and that Englishman.
Snap,
Ooh.
snap, snap.
War's coming all right, mark my words.
War? How beastly. Will Mr. Burns have to fight? He and his wife, such sweet things. But I do see her point. It is their honeymoon. Why he insists on snapping those photos, I haven't a clue.
For God's sake, woman, talk, like a madam in a Rangoon bawdy house.
Henry, that's unspeakable.
So don't speak then. Yaps louder than a scrum of rabid corgis.
Could you imagine having someone
Now see
who's
here,
just
this
undermining
Burns
you
chap.
standing
If
right
you want
next
to
to
see
you?
something interesting, take a look at his pictures. He's on C deck, cabin C, 78.
Gosh, everyone keeps giving me all of this information and there's just so much to do and I'm not getting anything done. 78, here we go.
Yes. Can I help you?
I want to look at
I
your
set up a
photos.
small dark room in my cabin.
May I see
Well,
your work?
unfortunately, I don't have time to show it to you.
You
My
must be
wife's
very
angry
busy.
with me because I've spent more time with my camera than with her. She just doesn't understand that a photographer can't stop taking pictures even on his honeymoon. Have you seen Stephanie? Now she's wearing a blue hat. I better wait for her.
Okay. We'll try again.
Good to
Hello.
see you again.
Yep.
Have you seen Stephanie? Now she's wearing a blue hat.
No, I haven't.
Well, if you find her, please come and tell me. Good night.
Okay. So many things to do on board this ship. Oh, wait. Is that Stephanie? That's a blue hat. We found one person. I found a blue hat. Where was that? C deck. Okay. We just talked to Smethles quickly. I'm not sure
Miss
what to do
Pringle
next.
may have an idea. She is quite opinionated. Her room is F34. That's F deck, in the second class.
Okay.
Good night.
So we're going to go back into the cabins. We're going to tell what's-his-face that we found his wife, wherever his cabin was.
Good to see you again. Did you see Stephanie?
Yes.
She must really be sore with me.
Gosh, these are a lot of things.
You've got pretty good advice. I'm going to find her right now.
Good
Excuse
luck.
me. Good night.
But now... Oh, I can sneak in his cabin now. I'm so tricky. Oh, it's dark. It's late. Okay, let's quickly have a look at his photos. Whoops. Oh, look at that. I should have been a photographer. We'll go 1, 2. I'm doing a terrible job. 1, 2. Gosh, you can really just tell what I'm doing here. I feel like we'll keep these excellent photos that I've taken. What else have we got? Printing paper, 10 sheets, keep cool and dry. That's very fun. Oh. Oh, whoops, I didn't turn off the light. I should have read the instructions first. Oh well. We did our best, didn't we? That was a whole bunch of nothing that we did today, but it was kind of fun. I think we'll start the next one off by talking to Penny and see if I can get a sort of idea of what I'm meant to do to try to get past Officer Morrow, although Penny said she had no idea either, so we'll have to think of something else to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this one. If you want to hang out some more, hit subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!